my goodness, there's 4 of you, 5 of you here. Look at this awesome dress. I just barely squeeze into it. It's quite tight, and I'm wearing my performance shoes, which are not quite long enough. They're this tall, my performance shoes. Let me show you my performance shoes. Oh my gosh, I can't bend over. I can't bend over. These are my beautiful performance shoes. They are wedges. They are not tall enough for my dress. So probably I need to just get this dress like tailored, but it's kind of nice to have a great big, it's kind of like flowing out like a mermaid. It's so fabulous. So anyway, I know you're all here to just see the dress. Let me read some of your comments here. Oh my gosh, Natalia, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're here. So this is a practice performance for me. Let me just tell you that this is like a really big baby step for me today. This is me being really uncomfortable and super vulnerable, and I could just do my recital performance for myself and just see if I can get through everything without memory slips and whatnot. And of course, every day I practice. But I'm doing basically a practice recital on Saturday. So today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're gonna be awesome, says Suni. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming back. So yeah, and this is your permission slip. You can go and do something that makes yourself a little bit uncomfortable, be vulnerable, let yourself grow a little bit, and what will be will be. I'm gonna just do my thing, and you know, this is me just taking one little tiny step forward. I told myself in the mirror today that I was gonna grow a little bit taller today. So anyway, let me tell you what I'm going to play. I am going to play the Bach Cello Suite 3, transcribed for the viola. By the way, the edition I really like is the Peters edition. This is such a great edition for the Bach Cello Suites. So just make sure that you get the one that's transcribed for the viola. There's a really nice bunch of stuff in the preface that you can kind of read and learn all about, and it makes me want to invite an actual Baroque player to one of our group things to like talk about ornamentation, because it's quite like involved. It's something that I really don't know very much about. So let's see, I'm gonna start with that. That's gonna be played from memory. And then after that, I'll play you the Brook Romance for viola and piano, and that won't be memorized, so I'm gonna be using my music stand. And then I'll play the Capriccio by Henry Violin, which is for solo viola, and I will play that from memory as well. And then the last thing I'm gonna play, I'm gonna play you the Bach Suite Hebraique, which is for viola and orchestra, or viola and piano. So actually the Brook Romance is for viola and orchestra as well. But anyway, so I will be lacking the piano today. The last thing I'm going to play you is my little encore piece, which is going to be The Last Rose of Summer. And I'm very excited to play that one for you too. I absolutely love that piece. So one of the things that I'm going to be trying to focus on is, just as far as like performance anxiety goes, is I'm going to try to just stay with what I'm doing. I'm going to try to stay focused on what is happening in the music. I'm going to try and sing from my heart through my instrument. And I'm going to try and not get distracted by my mind trying to analyze what it is that I'm doing and by you guys. So this might sound just so crazy, but you know, I'm really out of practicing and performing. And it's something that I really struggle with. So I'm like really nervous. I'm really nervous. But I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling really excited. Today in my little warm-up before our gathering today, I pulled this little fairy card, which is Lice of the Shadows, I guess. And I didn't look it up, but I like that this little fairy creature is coming out of the darkness and coming into the light, coming out of the shadows. And it's like not looking up, it's kind of looking down, but like reaching forward. So maybe that's kind of how I feel at the moment. But anyway, so let's get into it. I'm going to take off my glasses since I don't need those for the Bach. Let's all just pray that I don't fall over because of my shoes. So I'm going to just play some open strings real quick and just see if you can tell me if it's okay. So the sound is good. Oh my gosh, Rochelle, I'm going to cry. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here. Getting all emotional. So thank you all so much for being here. This is a really big moment for me. So all right, I'm going to dedicate this little thing to you. So anyway, thank you once again for coming today. This is the Bach Cello Suite 3 for the viola. I made it through the Bach. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's 9 of you here. Thank you so much for being here. This is terrifying for me. I'll tell you about it after I'm done with everything. So keep the recital. But thank you for your comments. I see your lovely comments. So the next thing is a short little piece for viola and piano. And I probably could do this from memory, but will not be doing it from memory. So I will be looking at the music. I mean, maybe by the time September rolls around, when I actually have my actual recital, or in October, I might do it from memory. But anyway, this is a very pretty piece. This is called the Brook Romance. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for your lovely comments. Let me just check my string. All right, so it is missing the piano part. Such a pretty piece. So that was the Brook Romance. And then I have a short little piece to play for you next, which I'm hoping to do from memory. But this one actually, I'm quite nervous to play for you from memory. So this is going to be the Capriccio by Henry Violin. And I need some rosin. Thank you so much for being here with me, you guys. It really means so much. I feel like I can feel all your good vibes flowing my way. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This is like this is a really big moment for me, so thank you. Okay. So this is the Capriccio by Henry Violin for solo viola. I'm gonna keep the music there just in case. that an awesome piece? Oh my gosh. So that was the Capriccio by Hebraique. And I have two more pieces for you today. The second piece is for viola and piano or orchestra, and it's called the Bach Suite Hebraique, and there's 3 movements. So it's a very beautiful and complicated piece. I love this piece. So Suite Hebraique, so it's got that Hebrew influence to it as well. So it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And I need some more rosin. So I guess I'll need to bring some rosin with me out on stage. And I'll have to bring my little cleaning cloth. I'll have to have a few things. It's good for me to know what I need. Okay, so this one, I could probably play this from memory, but I will do it with the music for now. Perhaps by September or October, I will have everything memorized, which would be awesome. Okay, so this one is missing the piano part. And if there's anyone here still, I have one more little piece to play for you. This is the last Rose of Summer. This is an Irish air. It's very, very beautiful. And I'm gonna play it, it's just like 30 seconds. I'm gonna play it 3 times. And actually, this is a book from, oh, Rochelle, you're here still, thank you. Wow, there's 17 of you here. Thank you so much. This is really sweet of you for you to all be here. I have one more tune for you. So anyway, I'm kind of making it, I'm doing a few things to alter it, but here we go. My very favorite version of this is actually Andre Rieu. I shared it the other day on my YouTube community page. It's so beautiful. It makes me cry every single time. And I have to watch it 3 times. So, okay. Oh my goodness. Yay! I made it. I did it. I feel like a crazy person. Oh my goodness. Yay for being here. And Suni, you're still here too. Thank you so much. Let me look at you. Let me look at you all. That was such a crazily amazing experience. Thanks, Natalia. She sent me little fairies. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let me just tell you, let me give you some feedback about performing. And I'm so glad that this was actually recorded live, because now we can see the progression over time. This is the first one. And my evil plan is to do a recital every year. So this was the first baby step in August, the 8th month, and it's today the 4th, and it's the year 2022, and I'm 32. So anyway, so just some thoughts on performing. Hey Spog, oh my gosh. I was pretty nervous, and my body was nervous. So it's like sometimes your mind is not necessarily super nervous, but your body is like nervous, because it feels, it can, like, you know, our body is sensitive to danger. We can kind of feel on edge, even though if mentally we're not super on edge. So that was kind of going on with me. My hands were kind of shaking. And when I was playing the Bach, I'm gonna have to listen back to it, but I felt like I was kind of rushing things, and my bow was feeling very precarious in my hand. And so I just, so to combat that, to kind of help it, I just kind of allowed it to be, rather than kind of like fighting it. I was like, well, this is what's happening. And I tried to use my breath. So in our virtual studio circles, which you can join on Patreon, patreon.com/violin viola masterclass. It'll be linked below anyway. We've been practicing performing every month, the last Friday, and everybody just plays something, whether it's like a work in progress or it's something that's, you know, been worked on for a long time. But it's just like, it's something that happens. I think even a seasoned performer, I think, would experience some sort of stage fright to some extent, or nervousness. And so I just try to use my breath, and one of the things we've been working on over the years is just trying to lengthen the exhale, because if your inhale and your exhale are kind of the same, it kind of it make you feel like, you know, like when you're running. So I just was trying to lengthen the exhale and just calm down, and try to tell myself to relax, to focus on singing through my instrument, and to not think about you guys, and to not think about what I was doing, and to not think about what was happening in the moment, but just like doing the thing that I was doing. And that's harder than it might seem. It's harder than it might seem. I'm gonna put you guys here for a second. So I really need to get some kind of microphone for my, but then I have to bend down. Wait, no, let me just take off my shoes. See, okay, this is the difference in shoe. This is how tall I really am. So anyway, yeah, let me see if there's any other thoughts. So why, I was asking myself that, why am I doing this? And I think the response was because I have something to say, because I'm afraid to do this. Although I've been in like an afraid to perform state for 7 years. And so I just, oh my gosh, it's you again, of Chicken in a Bucket. Hi, I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you, thank you. This is so cool, by the way. It's like really awesome, because a lot of your screen names I'm not super familiar with, because I haven't done a live stream really recently, and I'm remembering your screen names from the very first live stream that we did the other day, the Get Things Done With Me live stream. So I appreciate you being here again, showing up again. Yeah, so I think I'm a huge fan of baby steps. All I can say is that I actually was even afraid to be a music teacher. Like, I was even afraid to just work with people. I was like a super shy person, very, very self-conscious, always analyzing myself, and very, very, very self-conscious. And I'll always be that way. I think just humans tend to be that way. But you just have to, if you do struggle with that, I think you have to really just focus on what you're doing, or if you're in like a social situation, just like see how you can be there for other people. How can you, like, I don't know, you just have to kind of get out of your own head in a way. So it's been baby steps for me to kind of get to this point, to be actually excited to perform, is all I'm saying. And that's taken me 7 years. So we have this like feeling of, well, we have to do it now. We have to do it now. We have to be this person now. But that's the beauty of taking like a tiny little baby step every day in the direction of something that you want to do. It's not that you have to do it right now, but just doing like a little bit. And I'm going to keep on doing my little baby steps. You just have to show up. Like, you just kind of, have you heard that? Like, you just have to kind of show up. And just some days you're going to have the energy to do all the things you need to do, and sometimes you're just not. So you just have to show up anyway. So, yeah. So basically, becoming a music teacher, then teaching people, and getting comfortable doing that has taken me a long, long time to do, to just feel comfortable doing that and thinking of myself as a music teacher, because I didn't actually know how to identify myself. I was like, am I a violist? Am I a teacher? I'm just like I'm a student. Like, I was in school, but you know, it was kind of like that transition of turning yourself into something. So, and we learn by just doing. You just have to kind of learn by doing. We can like read as many books and listen to as many podcasts and all of that, and that's good. But I think we just have to you have to just do it, you know. And that's amazing. That is an amazing way to learn, because it's your experience. It's you that's doing it, and it's your experience, rather than like listening to someone else's experience, which is important and can be inspiring, but just you doing it. So then getting comfortable teaching a group of people, because I spent so long just working one-on-one with people. That took me a long time, and I was very, very, very nervous the very first group class that I taught. But I just thought that it would be fun. There was like a bigger reason to why I was doing it. I just thought that it would be good for us to play music together, even though it's virtually, even though we're not there together, but I just feel like music brings us together, and so I thought that would be a fun thing to do, and I just kept doing it, even though I was not good at it. I just kept doing it, and now I feel like I kind of am used to doing that. And one of the things I've always wanted to do was to invite special guests to come work with the studio and like do these little master classes, and that was something that I was like, well, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous to just like ask somebody, and there's so many unknowns, like I don't know if it will work or whatever, but you just have to do it anyway. So you just kind of like figure it out, and you just do it despite being uncomfortable perhaps. So now the studio gets to do lessons, they get to do group classes, they get to have guest artists come and learn from, and they get to also perhaps see their teacher kind of like growing as well. I think that's like a really awesome thing that's why a lot of times our music teachers are so influential, is because a music teacher is always having to learn. You're always like having to learn. You haven't like ascended and like become a god and know everything about music, so you're like always kind of learning something, I feel. So yeah, it's just been a really big blessing, and I used the virtual studio circles a lot to just help me get used to that, but also to help me practice performing in tiny ways. So if you think you're the only person that's afraid to actually perform and put yourself out there, you are so wrong, and you can do it. You could actually do a recital. Like, you could actually perform, and you could get a couple tunes together and do the same thing that I just did today. Why not? And you don't have to be perfect even. You can just kind of like be a work in progress, because we're just all kind of a work in progress. So anyway, this was helpful for me in so many ways, but just for me in the future, for any of you in the future, some helpful things to have perhaps when you perform, would be some comfortable shoes to wear. Comfortable shoes would be good. I think that a wedge, I can't bend down because I will break my dress, but like wedge shoes I think would be quite comfortable to wear because they're tall and they're not like a stiletto shoe, you know. Having a dress or a suit or an outfit or whatever that you feel good in, it's almost like power dressing, you know, you dress for success in a way, like even if you don't really feel that way, like put on a dress like this and you're gonna feel like $1,000,000. So that's something. And then making sure, like if you do a practice performance like this, you might notice, like I was always reaching for my rosin or my cleaning cloth. I needed to have my glasses because sometimes I have to read the music or just whatever that is. I feel like it's just, I learned a lot today and I'm so grateful that you were here. So thank you for being here to help me along this little mountain I'm climbing, I guess. And this was really fun. So you know what, let's pull a little fairy card or something and see if we can depart on a good note. And by the way, if you'd like to join any of our things that we do as a studio, they're all virtual. Every once in a while I'll do an in-person thing. Like in September, I have something happening in September for my actual recital. I'd love to have you there. It's just so fun for us to learn about music together and to learn from each other and to just provide that lovely space for each other to learn together. So anyway, check out violinviolamasterclass.com. That has that's my website, so that has all of the stuff with Patreon as well. Oh my gosh, we got the Lady of the Harvest. Look at this. Let's inspect it. So the Lady of the Harvest. She's got all these things in the background. Let's look at all the little things in the background. You know, I love that. So when you harvest something, you're kind of reaping what you sowed. And maybe there's some good things that grew, and maybe there's some things that we could get rid of in the harvest as well, perhaps. I don't know how it really works with farming, but how fun was that? So we can all maybe begin to harvest our seeds that we have sown. That's interesting. So I think I will let you go, you guys. I have a special interview coming for you. Tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow I'm going to be talking with Ariel Weiss, who is an Alexander Technique specialist. She's come to work with the studio before, but I'm going to actually interview her on Zoom. We're going to talk about stuff, so having to do with Alexander Technique. So that will be an interview that's coming, and there's a lot of people I would love to interview. So that's one of the things that's going to happen on this channel, is every once in a while there's going to be hopefully an interesting and compelling interview for you to watch, and hopefully you can kind of start to connect with some of these teachers as well, and people that are awesome and fabulous. So thank you. Mwah. Thank you. That's all I can say. I love you guys. I really, really do appreciate this time. This was awesome. And I will see you very soon. Make sure you practice those Hebraique etudes. Practice those Hebraique etudes that I'm toiling away with. I'm almost done with them all. Up to 6 at least. So, bye you guys. Thank you. Bye.